Breaking news, I'm Big T.
I'm Scott.
With a nerd treasure chest.
We're back in the studio filming once again, and today we have a special surprise for you. It is going to be someone from Jabba's Palace.
Boom. Yeah, we always like the Jabba's Palace guys, though.
Yeah.
Jabba's Palace was full of you'll hear almost anyone say, Jabba's Palace is what Lucas wanted the canteen to be.
Yep.
And we got Rey's. Rey's? Like Rey Palpatine?
It's interesting that that's what he calls him. Actually, I called him when I was a kid, which is probably wrong.
Ree-Yees. That's what I call him as a kid.
Ree-Yees, but Rey's.
Yes.
But yeah, I could see Rey's too.
Rey's, but I call him Ree-Yees as a kid, yeah.
Yeah, and like, actually what's very interesting now that I'm looking at it, and you'll see the close-up of this picture, but he actually is referred to as an alcoholic, and if you look at the cup, he's got a cup in his hand. I looked over the lore today, and he's like referred to as the alcoholic.
I bet you a lot of people in Jabba's Palace were alcoholics.
Yeah, I think so. They all went to AA. No, they didn't go to AA.
No.
Go to AA. Yeah.
They didn't go to AA. They just partied too hard.
This guy's race is a Gran. He's from the home world of Kenyan. And this was actually an agricultural world. They were a big exporter of foods. This guy actually was just an importer of alcohol into his system. That's all he ever wanted to do. Get in trouble at Jabba's Palace.
But you know, in Jedi, he had a lot of screen time. He's pretty predominant there in Jabba's Palace.
The illustrious Jabba bids you welcome and will gladly pay you the reward of 25,000.
You know.
And did you guys know this? I just learned this today. The Rancor actually has a name. I did not know that.
Did not know that.
Pateesa. Yeah, it's called Pateesa.
No.
Correct me here if I'm wrong. But yeah, I looked that up today.
But fun fact, if you didn't know that, when they went back and redid Return of the Jedi, that was the same actress 20 years later coming back to play the role of Olga to get eaten by the Rancor. Because remember, in the original one, you didn't see the Rancor, you didn't see her get eaten, you just heard the screams.
Right.
Where the special edition, you see her roll in there, you see her stand, you see her scream.
Right.
It was the same actress who just kept in incredible shape. She was a dancer and came back and played that same part 20 years later.
An interesting fact also about that, and this is that Ree-Yees, the actual physical mask they had to put on was so heavy that they had to put a pole on the back and attach to the waist, I believe, down here to hold it up because it was such a heavy mask, and they had like these little things that made the eyes probe around. Really cool special effects. Now it's all CGI. They're going to redo that stuff, but that was an actual mask.
Some effort was put in.
Hey, if you like our content, please give us a like and subscribe.
Or leave us a comment or share the video. That helps us reach new audience members with the algorithm. It helps us reach new people out there. and we really appreciate all your support.
Thank you so much. There's a comic release called Tales of Villainy. It's called Done Dirty. It's it's issue number 11, but it's a little story about Ree-Yees. He actually had to babysit the dog frog, or the frog dog. It's an actually pet of Jabba's.
Yep.
And he actually gets lost. And actually, if you haven't read it, spoiler alert, it's actually a really, really tricky way for Ree-Yees to have to clean the entire sail barge, because Jabba has a secret call which he doesn't tell Ree-Yees to keep him in check. He tells him at the very end. It's a really funny little comic. But check it out here. I'll put a link here and a little picture.
Kind of jerk thing for Jabba to do, don't you think?
But Ree-Yees was always the tail end of that dumb jokes. He wasn't really liked. He was laughed at all the time. He drank all the time.
So, he was a lot of the butt of all the jokes, especially the ones that were about him or, self jokes,
Yeah, he was just like kind of picked on by other people. And as you can see, like he's very jolly in the videos. And actually on the picture on the card, like I showed you, he's holding something. It looks like some type of cocktail.
Cup, yeah.
A cup full of something. Cocktail, Jabba juice, we don't know. Yeah. Something like that.
Jabba
no
juice.
idea. We have no idea.
I know that laugh. Hey, Jabba. Look, Jabba, I was just on my way to pay you back, and I got a little sidetracked. It's not my fault.
Kabuk, you need solo. King Sarika Bagla, Niskajata. We now come Banva Podu. Yacha Nicho.
Jabba, I'll pay you triple. You're throwing away a fortune here. Don't be a fool.
Rato. Kozliatnai.
But more than likely, he probably perished on the sail barge, like so many did.
Right.
But yeah, he always seemed like the life of the party, in Jabba's palace when they pulled back the curtain. So Han knows that laugh to reveal that they knew that going on the whole time. When Luke first shows up, on the sail barge, you can see him in the background all over the place. In fact, I think the card is on the sail barge.
Right.
From the card. Again, nothing special on this one. No send away. You've got the bandolier, the Y-wing, and the 3PO case. Which always made me wonder that 3PO case came out at the same time as the Vader case, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
But they just pushed in the 3PO case for some reason. Why would you not pull Big Bad Vader? That's what I had. I had Vader.
And this 3PO case is a lot shinier than the one I have over there. I don't know. This is a 65 card back. I've said it a million times. I should know that by now. And the rifle here, which I'll show you a close-up of, it's an elusive name. There's no one on the internets that actually have named this or can find the name. Maybe someone knows it if you do know what it's called, but they refer to it as the Ree-Yees rifle. It's a golden gun that's really cool looking, but they don't have a name for the gun. Not that I can find. If you can find it, help us out right here.
And I also like to know, you can kind of tell when these figures came out because of the 2 Ewoks on the back. If this was a pre-Jedi movie release, the 2 Ewoks are blacked out on the back of the card.
Yeah.
But in this card here, you can see, is it Chief Chirpa and
Logray?
Logray? You can see those Ewoks where before Jedi was released, those Ewoks were blacked out where you could not see them.
Correct. That's correct.
Planet of Teddy Bears.
Yeah, good old Ree-Yees. So, Ree-Yees didn't make it though.
No, he didn't make it like a lot of them because Luke gave him a chance.
He did.
Free us or die.
Yeah,
and Jabba's like, I'm a giant worm.
Jabba, this is your last chance. Free us or die.
On the katana.
I'll do what I want.
On the katana, right?
Yep.
Is that what it's called? His sail barge?
I think it's called the katana, yeah.
Blew up.
But
Boom.
hey, this guy was the life of the party, clearly. It's a shame he didn't make it. He was just trying to have a good time. He didn't want any of this Jedi combat. He probably would have let Han and Chewie go.
So hopefully we can remember Ree-Yees. Hopefully right before that sail barge blew up, he was the one pulling that cup right back to his lips, taking a drink.
Here's to you, Reese. Yeah. Anyway, great figure. One you definitely wanted to have in your collection for when you had the Jabba throne room, or if you were lucky enough to have a sail barge. I don't know if the sail barge came out in the re-releases in the 90s or if there was one in the 80s or not. Let's look into that.
Yeah, I've got a katana. I've already pulled it up in another video. I'll throw it up right here and you can see it float across the screen again. Yeah. It was really cool.
Really, really neat. I mean, you had to have Ree-Yees and Squidface, like the 2 guys you had to have.
So anyways, thanks again for watching. I'm Scott.
I'm Big T. Be sure you like
and subscribe. And you know what? We forgot to put him back in the nerd treasure chest.
No,
and
actually, we're just getting around to it.
And by the way, he's worth $100 to $200 on a card. So, not bad. Not bad.
You can have a party right there. Yep. Welcome back to the channel. I am Big T.
I'm Scott.
And you're watching the Nerd Treasure.
And we are back in the studio chest.
Leave it. Let's go.
All right, we got it. So, today we got
Sometimes we mess up.
Yeah.
And you just probably like seeing that.
Sometime we got...
Okay, now we'll start.
Okay, let's start. Okay. You start it. He's from the home world of Kenyan.
Not like the long distant runners.
No. He's an actual.
Kinyen.
It's I'll put the little planet. It'll raise right here.
Yeah.
That's no moon.
That's no moon.
So hey, if you like our stuff, please give us a like or subscribe.
Leave a comment. I forgot what to say.
Like and subscribe.
Which path will you choose? The choice is yours.